bagamba mazima bino tubibagamba nti twagala oba balabisa. We want you to better your path. Do the right things. Ebintu bino bitagenda babumaganya. Oba okitegeera tetubyogerako tubalabisa oba someone said labono malaya. I laughed and said omanyi. Did you see that comment?
No.
A man. You didn't see it.
He should have told me and I delete it. There are so many comments.
It is there. Sebetebinuma. Nzojja kumpita malaya naye. I am working hard to raise your children. I am working hard to look after these kids so they do not lack go osudovunanzibabo. Basajja banna mbera nabo mabana but you do not advise them well. Someone is working and saying the truth and then you're so bad mouthing them, calling them things, writing comments. It is not right. But webuuze tutuuse ate amanyi just kulaba clips naye wuliriza emboozi gwetambudde. Yes, wuliriza emboozi gwetambudde weetuusawo, then you can comment. Then muyambeeko basajja bannammwe okubeera better. If you're a better man, you're looking after your family, you're doing the right things. Musajja munno mu advising amazima. Temubalekerera kubanga bongera kuswaza kitonde kisajja.
Conversation was very nice. I love the seriousness of the conversation because you really think deep, or like a lighter note. In the same book of Irene, if you have a girl, yeah. So she talks about elongation or labia elongation. In your mind, in this day and age, would you talk to her like? Do you even have to get into that business of moving on with her life? Or you talk to her, by the way, there's this thing, you can choose to do it or not. So what if they ask you? What if she asks you? Because they always ask, but because at school, they don't talk to Jerry. Blah, 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 blah. Entengo those days block streets. So I'm wondering, you no man, are you gonna engage her in that conversation, or when she brings it up, you can always say, you know what, make your own decision. I don't know what to think.
I'm going to give you you said on a lighter. I will not give you a lighter note. I'm going to give you this because I'm in the same situation right now.
Hello lovelies, how are you? Welcome to Love Live. Elanga tulese abasinga mumanyi ku YouTube ntiro mulaba outspoken.
Tunyiziza abantu omwaka guno.
I know, right? Mubaniza tunokubera ku channel ya omulala omukyala ali outspoken. You know. Welcome to Love Live.
Thank you guys for having me once again. Ella is my name. It is always an honor to be on Love Life.
Yes.
Yes.
You okay?
Yes.
Really?
Hey, when basukule dodo bula, I'm always with Bina.
Just that I don't want Pax to do this. Like guys. But Pax Chikola.
Pax Mama wanted to Chikola because apparently
you don't mind.
I don't mind. There's a time as with Bina said.
I love. Like I don't know how you got this confidence. But wow.
Women have been saying, single mothers have been saying, it's by representing Gabulunch.
Hey, that's what they were saying.
I don't know how they want me to represent them, but one thing I can always tell you, be on top notch. Do not give up. Look nice. Go out. Spoil yourself.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Nera bagamba nga ebifaananyi bye tukubanga tuli ku Radio 4 ebya poster. Mbu you look sad. Very sad.
Probably that day I was sad, or maybe, but I'm not a sad person. Me, I'm a jolly person.
Single mothers babeera jolly,
nga beautiful, nga tubeera very nice, nga twetwala out, nga twefaako.
Nga te n'abaana.
N'abaana.
Ne mubalabirira.
Me, when I take my kids out, usually people ask, Lozana, where has daddy packed? Yes, but I'm doing it alone and I am okay. And we are fine. Abana temuyina kubanga mbalaga ekifaananyi nti because dad is not here, you cannot just like this, you cannot go out. Today I've actually been happy. Have you noticed so many men out here with their children? Is it because it's back to school?
Yes, it is. I like the fact now for bali batukola bato like the parents nga batwala abaana ne banyumya nabo you know, like bagamba nti, when you take a child n'omutwala ebweru, they can open up. Unlike when mubeera awaka ne mulya mwenna.
We usually do that as women, but you know, seeing men with their children was. Which is a gentleman that just left with his daughters.
Yes.
Yeah, and then this other gentleman with his kids is something. Yeah, men should actually adopt to that more as well, not to leave it to only women. Abasajja atanyo bikola kulekera abakyala responsibility yokuba gwena okumanya abaana kye beetaaga. You can also go and take them shopping.
Yeah, muna incidentally ne gundi ne mu hospitals ennaku zino baami be batwala abaana, I don't know why kikyuseemuko.
One of our single fathers. Abasajja balina okuba nga bongera okukiteekamuko nabo akajanja. If you're single fathers, it's okay. If you're doing it together, and of course there's some men, we are raising the new generation of good boys. Omukyala omurespectinga, omukyala omulabiriranga, ffe bwe twandyagadde okuba nga tubalabirira, of course tubakuza tubalaga omukyala is priority. So when a woman gives birth, asobola okuwummula and you see a man doing everything, looking after the baby, putting the diapers and everything. Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah.
So they always say most. I don't know why up to now for thing. I even saw it like in some like a comment again. Most single mothers are bitter. So they always tell men, avoid single men. Sorry, single mothers, avoid single mothers. But I don't know why they always generalize, not knowing that it's actually some, maybe most. So by the time you tell someone, I have a child or I have children, that's the notion they're putting out there. Like, single mothers are bitter, single mothers, they're actually relating to this other story that was trending of this
MC Government.
The lady was a single mother too. So whatever happened, I don't know the story, but then they started again. You see, we told you, single mothers are bitter, single mothers are bitter. So my mother, I'm like, Ella, as a single mother, you are never telling us about your story here. How do you collect yourself and move on and accept that? It will never, okay.
It will not work.
It will not work. Maybe you're in the moment, but you have these kids, maybe you don't have any financial support. How do you collect yourself as a woman?
It's hard. Me, I think I will tell you, Jodo, being a single parent is sicheyagalide.
Yeah.
I think it's the right word I would say. Sicheyagalide. But if you find yourself in a situation, first and foremost, you must learn to let go and accept and heal in the situation. If you do not heal, you keep anticipating, thinking maybe this person might actually come back. Man, when a person walks out on you, leaving their child behind, or actually I see most times abasajja abagala okutwala abaana ne babeerawo obukubagano. If you have failed to cooperate and work out together, and this person has blocked you, heal, accept, and move on. Because being bitter, you don't know composing, and I don't know how to get the right word for it, but compose yourself and do not bring your bitterness from wherever you are coming from to the children. Or kumanya nti ndi waka kati n'abaana ebyokubulimbya byako, or perhaps maybe as trying a new relationship, guy nangana. And you know, most men are jana kukwana na kubuza now, like me, Ella. There's a guy I met, ngambuza, are you okay? Do you have kids? I was just out alone. Nemugamba, yes, I have kids. Nangamba, no, you lie. Nemugamba, I have kids. Nangamba, if you have children, I'm going to give you 200,000 shillings for each child you say is yours, because you do not look like a mother. Nemubuza rach. Nangamba, I have a wife. She's also a cesarean mother. But omchala yageja nnyo. I don't know what they do or what. Nenga, it is honestly obvious. Nti mama, nenga, he's actually with his wife. Nti obachala batukisa ne bechawa. Ne chawa nnyo. Naberanga all the bitterness agenda driving the wakao. So these men also come out here and they explain their situation. Yeah, so this guy apparently finally met my kids and he gave me 400,000 because he couldn't believe I had 2 kids.
Wow.
So it comes back to, yes, it comes back to composure, accepting yourself until this person has walked out. No sigalanga or ine mirembe jo no kole ebintu byongo kimanyi teri agenda kuyamba.
But then you talked about healing. Healing, what should they do when it comes to you have to first heal? Somebody may not know what techniques one can use or tips. Maybe you could share tips on how one can heal. Do they see a shrink? Do they take the children to grandma and then maybe stay alone, go out drinking? Others think when you say healing, go out party,
No.
crazy.
No. If you cannot afford a counselor, find someone to talk to. We heal from talking to people. Olwo omukyala yali lubuto. Guy namuleka mu nyumba nga mugambye we are shifting. Namugamba but you cannot fit in this car because it's very small. Kangende no mwana tugenda kudda tukishime. This chick kept waiting. Guy teyakomawo. But after some time he called the girl's mother namugamba me I'm fine, don't look for me. Do you know how it feels? Omuntu nga muzito omulesa China you've packed everything out of the house n'ogenda. This chick felt like she wanted to kill herself. She just sat on a border randomly with that. Lucky enough yafuna musajja wa border nga mukulu namwetoloza naye tamanyi gy'alaga. So because it was too much for her to say crying, boda nga yebuuza kichenye like nkutwala WhatsApp. They sat namunnyonnyola ne boogera. She was able to pour out everything to this man. Yalinga katonda we. Namugamba, no, what you're doing is wrong. Let me take you to your home. She didn't even have money. The guy offered. Omanyi katonda akoze omuntu sawe.
Yes,
so she felt calm eventually. Era kyayagala n'omwami oyo ne bwe yazaala. N'agamba nti I was going to kill myself and kill the innocent baby in my stomach. So always find someone to talk to. If you cannot afford a counselor, find somebody to talk to, even if it's not family, because family judges us. Abantu baseka, your friends can be there, ne batandika okukugea nga tomanyi ani gogenda kugamba. Find somebody to talk to. Find peace in the situation. Go to church. Go to church. Kyowulira kyoyagala okwogera nga you omanyi bw'obeera in that situation, you feel oluusi katonda maybe akulese. You just talk. You don't have to find a tell, let me give the cross. No, you just talk because God is always there. Just talk. Just pour it out. If you need to cry, cry it out. Bw'okaaba wulira ng'okkakanye. Kyonna ekibadde kisinga okutta okkakkana. But the more you keep that anger in you, you're going to hurt yourself in the entire mix. Yeah. So talk to somebody. Wotandika okubanga now you feel you are a bit calm and you can step out a bit, go to church. If you can afford to sit out, maybe alone, go and see people. Sit out. Go and look at the birds. Eventually jakutandika okufuna ekiddako.
Badde ndowooza ne soul searching oba tetusobola kwekolamu ka audit.
Kati soul searching?
Neweekola ka audit n'ogamba n'olaba your strength, your weaknesses, how do you
in the process awo byonna bitandika okudda. Yes, they come back reflecting because you cannot sit alone and not think. Somehow you think about something and you're like, why did I mess up? How was I moving? How was my life? Because you're alone. You start to think about things. Not only when you know where it is. If you're not working, you start thinking, okay, maybe can yeah, because when you're alone, I always tell people, the best advice can come from your head. Zene when najja tokaaba nga gw'owulira oyagala kaaba ojja kukaaba.
They also said abantu abagenda ba psychiatrists or ba counselors, they never say the truth. Ekibaawukanya.
Exactly. Ate naye nyino ojja mugamba by'oyagala awulire. Togenda kwogera kituufu ekibaddewo. So, but when you're alone, togenda kwerimba.
No.
You'll remember, I abused this person, I did this, I think maybe I was bad here. Teweesalira musango, but you can work on yourself. Yes.
You can better yourself.
Yeah, you can better yourself. Yeah, and then this other thing I wanted us to talk about really is when we move on from relationships, if you're lucky, yes, me, I'm a single parent. I don't think I'm ever going to get into another relationship, a serious one. I don't see myself getting there. But I don't feel like it. But if you get a chance and you go into another relationship and find somebody that loves you, no genda n'abaana, be very careful. banange mulekerawo okusuulayo gwa nagamba ne mulekerera abaana. They go through so many things. Oba sinakindi, when we go into these relationships, tutuuka ekiseera ne tuba nga tusuuliridde abaana because ono omukulu yakuyisa bubi, ono ofunye akuyisa obulungi. You start putting your anger to that child. You understand? Omwana n'akula nga akuizentinga, omwana n'atandika okukula beba kati. These are stories we're seeing now. Bagamba nti omukulu tasobya, naye bw'otuula wansi n'owuliriza abantu bangi abadde ne depression, tasobola kwogera ku mama because how will the society look at me? Bakwata script mama tasobya. In Buganda you're supposed to talk about ebintu ebiri mu nju, abantu bosanga balina depression. Oba okitegeera yes, because you've moved on, ofunye omusajja omulala, ozadde abaana abalala, tekikukakatako kusuula buvunaanyizibwa bwo nga maama. Still ono omwana mu accepting omusigaza, mwagale nga bw'oyagadde abaana abalala bw'ofunye eyo gy'ogenze.
Mpozi n'ekirala kyendaba like mulimu ba partners abamu. What do you do in a case nga partner tayagala obeere n'abaana? Ennaku zino bagamba nti okutwala omukyala ng'alina omwana n'otandika okulabirira omwana w'omulala nga tatawe nga mulamu.
I was talking to a friend yesterday.
Yes.
Ng'ali mu kunnyumiza n'agamba nti abakyala tubatya nnyo ennaku zino because you are going to be with me onjagale naye ng'ate you double dealing. You're with me but ochaddayo ewe oli school fees. And apparently they say when these women go back to pick school fees, so many things happen in the mix. Nemugamba twakimba mwogera ku ekyo kyokka ekibi. Maybe they are co-parenting. Maybe omwana ayagala okulaba abeeri ewaabwe. Me, I would think if you have moved on from that relationship, find a person that's going to go between you. And your cousins or your sisters, baleke bagende, babeere n'omwana we bamutwale. Yeah. So si kibi nnyo nga bwe bakireeta. And abasajja tebaagala kutwala bakyala balina baana bagamba nti I have kids. After everything you have chewed, you know we cannot be together. That's why me, I cannot go back into another relationship. After you've chewed, then you start saying, you know we cannot be. Kyekyo abasajja babatta.
Nze ndowooza the most painful part is ngoma ze n'omu introducing mu
baana. Nanko okubanga la nti obuvunaanyizibwa kati obutandisa okweyongera naye nga before he saw, before he ate, before he got satisfied, he was really pursuing you.
Era ekyo bakiba kyabatta.
Bakyabatta.
And I did a story of this lady. They went on TikTok, yeah? Like relating to what you're saying. I don't know if it was a true story, but yeah, Gandhi. Check it, it's a single mother. Never day never. But movies on into another relationship. Go get the come. So this one went back to the rich man. So then if you want school fees for the kids, I need some. So now she said, okay, I don't know how long it was, but they did whatever they did, and now she's pregnant. Pregnant obviously, that's your mwana wani, or rich man. That scenario, should I tell this poor man? I think abana paper and those strong jails. People in the comments are still very touching. We rather find a single mother than want to chat away a fuck. I hate such things. So in my mind, I'm like, in such a scenario, like, do we blame the man? Do you really have to sleep with a man, the father of the kids, because you want to help your kids? Okay, your kids, you'll take them to school to get money from this man. Do you really need to do that? To go that far?
Let me
Whether
see.
you're in a relationship or not.
Let me see if I understand you. Is the rich man the father of the other children? Is it?
Yes.
So she was.
They broke up and then went to the poor man. This one moved on to the poor. Even I think the man also moved on. And like something you said of like mother, single mother, or they poor, collect money or school fees. Yes. So this lady came up with that story now, and now this one is saying, before giving me money, I don't also can be
Mujemu.
so abasajja bwakiri baafa ng'oli sure nti baafa. So in your mind, yeah, do you have to do that really just because you want to? Is it, are you trying to help your, okay, or remember future kids? What is that? Like, do you really need to sleep with that man? Never mind, you're innocent, never innocent. Is it a must to sleep with that man? Whether you're in a relationship or not?
It comes back to integrity. Now, me, I think, ideally, I would be honest, I think that person had not even moved on. Omanyi, there are these people that come into our lives at that time, na kumaking okufeeding anti muna enkwagala, naye nga gwe tonnabakuhidinga okyayagala kituufu okuddayo eri, naye nga tetakuwa bye weetaaga. Oba okitegeera kye nkugamba? Kubanga abazzeeyo omusajja oyo. Oba okyalina omusajja, oba okyalina love y'omusajja w'oli.
With me, I'm not giving you money for these kids.
I will not come back and pick that money. Me, Ella.
And then the kids have to go to school.
I will struggle my way. By the time I walk out on you and you're not willing to send that money to the school, and that's when I pay codes. You know the school name, Omwana Jasomeda, send the money there. If we have broken up, I think we should cut all the ties. Nyini byebisinza okwongera obusungu mu bantu n'okubanga bajjajinga abantu differently. Okitegeera. Nze wonna jja ne nkugamba, okay fine, I am moving in with you. Let's imagine the father of my kids has come back now, ayaga kubeera n'abaana. You walked out already and left. This person has been doing everything for us. Yeah, dabadde talina maybe chat wanyo kiri awo, but the fact that he accepted me with your children badde embeera nabo, why would I stoop so low to come back to you?
The things that single mothers maybe do to, like the sacrifices that they do for their children. Because Katugoyogera, you have a job. Now you imagine you don't have a job.
I was there for 8 years without a job, Bina. I went through different things. There is a man that will come and want to be with you.
Someone will say,
that is desperate. Ndozo okiwulira ate awo kyekifa ennyo ate oba nze ŋŋendako n'atalina taata w'abaana ne ŋŋamba okay kati nfuuse because already wansuulawo oba ka ŋŋende na stranger naye n'ompisamu ebyo byonna nfunye omusajja omulala and now you're literally disorganizing my new relationship.
Nga tebannaba kufuna that they haven't yet gotten naye ng'ate they need many single mothers, a few of them or some that I've had, they do it and then have school fees for their children, but they make sure they don't conceive.
About now moving on, then do not lie to this other person until you stay single wherever you are, then meet for the school fees, but do not lie to someone's child that you moved on from this relationship and you're with this other person still in the mix. And people are judging us because of those things they do. You shouldn't stoop that low.
Maybe most single mothers, what they are doing are planning nagamba school fees ngenda zijja enfuluma bwenti plan byerichi abamba like I saw one side zeyo echira nga yatandika okuplanninga like for a whole year nga yapangisa somewhere nayingizaamu obuntu mpola naye ng'ate mu form afterwards n'alyoka afuluma n'abaana n'alyoka ayingira ewuwe naye ng'akiplaniza naye waliwo abamu nga tebakiruka bulungi
nga tokiplaniza nti byebyo okusalirawo mu busungu. Before you walk out, okay, mukyali mwenna tanagaana kuwa mmere tanagaana kulabirira abaana be takuba, okay, but you feel oli mu toxic relationship.
Yes.
If you can now start thinking straight and think of your future, that is when ideally I always tell women, you can also build yourself a house. There's a friend of mine, I know Mwana, Alina sickle cells, Mwana Emuradde. Now, yes, she's also a carrier. But I know she's a carrier. She's a sickler. Sickler and sickler was a carrier.
No, carrier ne carrier basobola okuzaala.
Sickler.
Yes. Yes.
But she's a carrier. She's a carrier. Now there's a time when Namugamba Konga, she's renting, she's very beautiful, but things are not working out because you know, man, the world judges us in a very weird way. Omukazi alina abaana tolina gy'ogenda mutwala because ajja kubaddayo eri ew'omusajja oba ono omwana naye n'amukuza bwebale owe n'akuza ono omwana tajja nakunsiima. Families z'abo abasajja batera obagamba lwaki oba oleeta omukyala alina abaana. So we are judged in that way. Ne mugamba kati society olaba gye tulimu tuzadde abaana. Lwaki tofuna awantu w'ozimba akayumba? At least you have a good job. You're okay, you're happy, you know. You've moved on. Relationship eriwa jireka. Right now she is very happy. She did that. Nava mu bintu by'okurentinga, natandika okuzimba. She now built a very big flat. Yajja n'agamba thank you because I didn't think I would do this. Nali njagala nze buli muntu yenna mukyala w'otuukiroga nti nzadde omwana Bina. Teri muntu azala nga ayagala kubeera yekka. Aba ayagala atandike family. Teri muntu agala kaŋŋende njajaamye nzaale ŋŋende. Naye kiba kizze. So in that situation kyegambe ne wali nti healing, then plan better for your life. Nti bwe biba biganye yadde yo in a relationship Bina, you're married, it's okay. Beerayo n'akantu ko ku side. Kisinga biba bityo biganye, you have a fallback position. Togenda kudda nti mbya rent, togenda kudda kangene nsula wa Doddo, mugenda kuyomba, mugenda kubeera mwena mutandika okwekyawa. It is what we're talking about yesterday. Nti your friend will come to you because ayina ebizibu. Alowooza muli ba mukwano, but ekimanyi buli obeera n'omuntu mwawukana. Naye bw'oba wa planning n'oga okay fine, ninayo obuyimba wange obwabapangisa. Kati tena nti nja muwa 3 months prior akimanye nti avaamu. Eno biganye kaŋŋende. Ntandika obulamu obuli decent n'abaana bano. Okitegeera? Yes.
Wow.
What you're saying,
aba ayagala. It's intentional.
There's something you talked about, abazadde, trending topic. You said for you in your mind, it's like as if you're also on Irene's side.
Omuzadde asobya. Asobeza ddala.
There's a lot of favoritism at home. So you told us you have 2 kids, remember? So how do you balance? Like I don't understand. Like where do you think this favoritism comes from? It stems from like olooza omwana omu aba afaanana taata we nga taata we yakola bubi omwana munyiigira. I don't know.
Abazadde abamu babeera n'ebintu ebyo.
Batanga favoring on nengamba kati kamukyawe njagala oli. So I got to understand like why is it there's always favoritism, and I don't know why. And sometimes abazadde baba tebamali they are favoring a certain child. I don't know how to that is.
Abaana bonga abaana, you start feeding it. If I come into this space nyinza okumanya Bina tanjagala, Doddo tanjagala, oba there is that omuzadde yenna bw'oba tayagala mwana era kirabika. You've heard of women that have given birth n'agaana okuyonsa omwana.
Yeah.
Nga musajja yamunyiiziza naye n'akizza ku mwana. Ekintu ekyo si kirungi honestly, naye nga it happens in so many families. Tusanze nga abazadde balinayo omwana ali favorite, bemba nga bali bonna babiri nga taata alinamu omwana gwa favoringa ne maama nga alina omwana gwasinga okwagala. Why? I do not understand. Maybe me, I do not see it because I accepted to raise my children nga be bombi. Era when Dominic does something to Patricia, I sit them down ne mbagamba mugenda kufunayo muganda wammwe omulala. Era bwe balwananga nnyo nga mbateeka mu t-shirt emu nga mbagamba mulwane nga mbambaza t-shirt yange because you come from me. Okitegeera? It is not right. Yeah, bateeke mu t-shirt balwane kale bagwe. They will fall together. I always tell them nti muli ki ekyo omuzadde gw'olina okukiteekawo, gw'olina okukikulizaamu abaana. Tukimanyina nnyo mu Buganda wano bagamba nti waliwo eddagala abakyala lye bakola nga bafumbira abaana baabwe okubagatta. Bw'oba ovudde mu relationship eno n'ogenda n'abaana n'ofuna omusajja n'akwagala n'ozaalayo abaana abalala, kiyinzika okuba nti omusajja yesu akuggyeeko ennaku n'otandika okunyiigira abaana bano, n'otandika okubateekako obusungu. Oba okitegeera tebalina kye bagenda kuba nakyo, oba tebalina kye baleeta ate boonoona ebintu by'omusajja. Oba okitegeera, there's a way most women feel. That's why me, I don't want to infringe myself in that situation because you're going to start compromising. Eno balina okundaba nina okubeera omulungi, eno sirina kulaga nti bano abaana besinga okwagala. Women have that usually a lot. Naye bw'oba nga naawe olina weeyimiridde nga kituufu oli mukyala, naawe olina weeyimiridde ng'olinamu kasente, bwetoyinza bituukako. Okitegeera? Naye in these scenarios of abazadde balina okulekera awo ebintu by'okubanga basosola abaana.
I talked to some parents and they said, well, a child nga either really bright in class. Then there are others nga you see they care, like goyangu okutuma naleete nga tini wabeera waawe emputu buso ogenda okulaba ng'oli yakwanguyira katono gw'otatuma n'awulira nga atali favored. Ekyo bangamba I don't know.
kye
Naye
kimu
nga-
era buli muntu ali special in their own way. Buli muntu alina kyasobola, buli muntu alina kyatasobola. Naye kyegambye wali mu upbringing gw'omuzadde oba omaze okunotisinga abaana. Bw'oba ozadde omwana otegeera nti ono akwatisa left, ono wa right. Naye bw'aba alina okulya emmere alina kukozesa right. How do I bring you back in the line that I want? Mpozi ng'omwana oba omuneglectinze ng'omusuuliridde. Ate then after otandika omublaminga later. Naye bw'oba ng'otandise okuba ng'olaba omwana ono nti waliwo ekikyamu kyakoze, ono munne akola bw'ati, batereeze bombi. Yadde omwana ono wajja naye mu bufumbo ng'oli si wa mu bufumbo ng'ogenda bagatta okkiriza nti bano abaana bonna babo bakulize mu maka ago, they will not even know.
Okay.
They will not even know
Yeah.
nti nno ono omwana bakituyita mujja na nnyina.
That is true.
Okitegeera.
Kirala mpozi badde nsoma akatabo ka Irene, My Mother Knows, nendaba nga she was sexually harassed ng'akyali muto. Lwaki bayita
Molested.
Yes, molested. So neŋŋamba abantu abagenda n'abaana. Would you advise? I handled a case so no ne police station eyatataata ne bakikola ki. Taata yafunisa abaana b'abawala embuto.
Nga babe oba nga ba mukyala.
Omu ng'asooka babe. Omukyala yanoba.
Nze bannange. Nze nakyensi nava ku nsi eno bbina.
Nze bambadde nteesa nti tubateeke mu kifo nga taata asobola okwakisesinga ne mama nga
Taata nno waba ayagala okwakisesinga kitegeerekeka nti n'ogamba kyegambye kali.
Kutambula nabo.
Kenkugambye kali
I think
nti
it's not-
bbina
it's not-
family tetukyalina family tetukikkirize. Me when I saw how people are beating Irene and talking about Irene, abantu baagala tufe depression. Abantu b'ekika kyaffe bamanyi nnyo engeri gye batukuza. I do not want to put myself, but I've been there. I've been there, growing up without your parents, growing up with your grandparents, and meeting your mother again. She has another family. Noberanga atolinga abesibako. I know what that woman has gone through.
Yeah.
Ne family yenyine etuuka ekiseera oyo obadekawo nga you're the black sheep nekyotakoze gwoba olina okukikola naye Katonda nakufavoringa, and then people start hating you and they do not want us to come out and actually express this. Bagala nnyo tulina okukuuma ekitiibwa kya waka, maama tasobya, maama talina kukola bw'ati, but it is wrong. It is wrong.
Yeah.
Do you think sometimes even this parent abangati are moving her on you know?
Nga yakuleta na by mistake nga tewali planned. Nga tewali planned. Wawulidde this guy that they shot nga bamubuuza nti what if someone comes and rapes you n'ofuna olubuto, do you have an abortion or what? It also starts from the brain, from the mind. Gwe kiki kyoyagala. It's not what the society is telling you. Kuba ogenda kukkiriza ono omwana otandika okumuteekako obukyayi of what happened to you. Maybe the story will also come out. Ojja kutuuka akubuuze, who is my father? How do you start bringing up this story? If you're burying it, bury it. If you're having a child and you have accepted, you're going to take the fall, take that child in omwagale ng'omwana ali normal. Nti it happened. Naye okuzza obusungu n'obuzza ku mwana tekikola. Kale mbadde nkugamba bina nti tetukyalina family. Nze era mbeerawo ne ngamba Katonda, if I passed on today, who is going to be there for my kids? Because nze nga nze omuntu, I don't have a fallback position. My mother can still not do anything for me because she has not done anything for me. Taata w'abaana bano yatambula nga omu mulina mu lubuto. They have literally no bond whatsoever. Katonda bw'aba akusaasidde n'ofuna omulimu omulungi n'ozimbayo ennyumba yo somewhere, tulina bakayateekers abalungi. Abantu si balungi naye ennaku zino tufunye opportunity nti waliyo cameras, you can install cameras. Nfa ky'okukwata abaana obazza simaka mbatwala mama wange mu kyalo gye bagenda okukubira abaana b'empi kubanga toweereza ssente mu budde ez'okulya kubanga tokoze eki, bateeke wali bw'oba owulanga oyagala agenda mu relationship, go alone. If this man really wants them, ajja kujjanga mu bakyalire. Avoiding, this man touched my daughter on the breast, because people do things.
Yes, I do.
Someone has come into your life from accepting it, and then the demon will come. The devil always comes in, you know.
So you say, if I'm a single mother and I get someone
who loves you and wants you.
Whether he has kids or not, I rather go alone. And
Go alone.
somewhere.
Yeah. leave the children in a safer place to avoid these kinds of things.
But even for them to connect with the dad, like they say, look for a place that is convenient for the dad to also come in.
Kati bw'aba ayagadde Bina, waliwo abatambula nga takyayagala kumanya, tagenda kudda.
Taliyo.
Omusajja tagenda kudda. Bina, I have not seen
Kubanga
an simanyi.
thanks.
Let me I give you this from my personal experience. Oba okitegeera.
Thank you.
Because I've not even seen a sign of somebody wanting to do what? There are those people that walk and leave and go. So abantu kibateeka namu. Put them in a place, omanyi you're going to access them. If the new daddy really wants them, and then I will watch Daba. You know he's actually caring. Maybe he actually wants to genda ffenna.
I'll take the real dad. Would you recommend that for that one?
Nemba muwa.
Real dad one, yes. Like, I'm painting a picture. Since you're saying me, I should move into that marriage alone. So what if there's a scenario where the dad, okay, is married? Would you allow that? Would you do that?
I wouldn't.
Why?
I wouldn't let another woman raise my kids when I'm alive.
Then that means you have to either question you have a phone.
Namely, there are some stepmothers who are good at stalls.
Yes, there are those very good stepmothers. Naye teri muntu agenda kwagalira mwana wo nga ggwe amuzadde. Aye teri mwana.
Why don't you love logic Bible then?
Kyekyo kye nkugambye nti waliwo bano abeera nga tayagala tasobola kukireka nga akkiriza yes nga ye ayagala tebaawukana bali bati ne love ayagala kuba na musajja. Then ng'abaana tubaleka awantu bw'aba kituufu ng'ali in their lives. I'm talking about bano abaana right now benjogerako nga gwe maama onsanze era n'abaana bange. You want to take me, okay?
I understand. There's a scenario that tata w'abaana bo akyali mulamu. Whether he moves, yeah, either moving on, I know, I'm saying, what if the what if unless nga communicate na omusajja what if omusajja agamba njagala abaana baleete. So why say no nga tokimanya this is their dad in my mind ntimanya olwo n'abatata ababi, but I'm saying why don't you just benefit of the doubt nova watata for starters.
Kidependinga ku musajja oyo because bw'oba obadde n'omuntu mwetegeera. Me, I personally I wouldn't let the father of my kids take them.
Yeah,
Why? Yes. Kyegambye scenarios zaawukana. But wemba mwayawukana bulungi ng'omusajja yamuvinga on ng'olaba nti bali a bit teyali mubi ng'ayagala abaana, osobola obba mwana ogenda mu bufumbo bwo. Naye bw'aba taliiwo nga you're going into this relationship, maybe omusajja takkiriza baana bo, yadde oba abakkiriza, tosooka genda n'abaana bano n'obatwala mu bufumbo eyo. Gwe genda bibyo. Go and visit your kids. You can always drive and abakazi babawasa naye nga bunaku tava waabwe gyali ekyemisana gyali ekyeggulo. You can still have time with your kids. Noddayo wa mu bufumbo bwo. As time grows, bond eyinza okugrowing and alaba maybe at some point and accept tuzimbye okay fine abaana kabajje. Naye bino you're starting a relationship, you're infringing this man to accept your kids and love them. It's okay, yes, he knows you have kids, akwagadde nga bw'oli. Tobaleeta n'otandika bamuteeka mu picture mu face.
So katato ekyomba ekyo abazadde abakozinga abaana okuyita ono babafunye taata whatever tata scenarios where ng'omuvizeemu n'abaana bo. Do you second that, like ono mwite tata?
No, I don't. Just like when I am with my kids, they'll come and say hi. I think she told you, hi, Miss Bina. They don't even call people auntie anymore because people have had our children. Because ono omulese uncle oba daddy abaana atandika okufuna ebizibu n'abantu abo because bw'otuukira okunteminga uncle kitegeeza mbeera kibeera close. Naye ng'ate honestly tolina uncle bwe nvaawo ogenda kukola bintu bitafaananika. So abaana bano temubakkiriza kuyita ba strangers auntie, your friends auntie, let them be aunt.
No, not a stranger. And that means in your life at that point.
No, it's not right. It's not right. Do not let them call him daddy.
Okay, they call him what? Okay, I don't know. By the name, tata. Because there's a scenario where you're going to kuzalira mumaka.
Era bw'ogenda kuzaalirayo abaana tebafuuka baawo. Tebafuuka baawo. We can always find something. Sir, good evening, sir. You okay? Welcome back. Mpola. But sir is better.
Kiringa bali abagamba house helpers.
kubanga ono bw'anaagenda nani anajja naye anaafuuka daddy oba uncle abaana bagenda gettinga confused.
Maybe uncle, but uncle is...
nedda uncle nedda kigambo uncle tukimisuse nze. Uncle should really be family.
Hey, your brother's, no, your husband's brother.
Yes.
I think according respect to the man.
Abeere sir. Hello sir. Welcome back. You're fine, yes. Akuyise yes sir. Kijja.
Omwana omuto.
Bina. Tubaddeko ne scenarios ng'abasajja abamu baagadde abaana n'ojja n'omwana n'amwaga. Yes, hello sir. How are you sir? You're fine. Ye nyini that bond etandika okujja bo nga bo. Ojja kulanga batandise okufunawo maybe what they want to actually call themselves. That man can say, call me this, call me by this. Naye gwe call him that. It's not right. N'omwana kiyinza omuyisa obwe abaana abamu teboogera bye bino n'afuna depression kubanga wanforcing ogamba omusajja ono taata wange si ye taata wange. Bye bisinga n'oleetera bano abaana okwagala okuddayo amanyire ddala kitaawe. Mr. Sir.
Mr. naye abeera bba nti ndaba abakyala abasinga abafumba baga Mr.
Mr. Tanzikiriza genda out. Nina okusooka nensaba Mr. permission ngende. Kikola. Naye abaana otandika obakkiriza okuyita buli ono bw'anaagenda nga noye naye afuuka daddy. Noye naye afuuke uncle.
Uncle number 2.
Mr. Sir. Hey, Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir. Abaana because omusajja waba honestly si mubi naye nga atandise okuba nga ayagadde omwana oyo batandika okufuna bond. You've had people nga bagenda n'okuzannya n'abaana. Later maybe atandika okay call me by this bwe tugenda mu public maybe call me by this. Naye nga si gwe okireese omukyala. Kitandikidde ku both the relationship how it's born nga gwe watuuka n'omwagala otandika omanya wakazi to dating love honey be cheap because that is what you're feeding. So let it come naturally from a child and this person and they bond and see how they're going to address themselves.
So you'll be okay when the man says, call me that.
I will still talk to my child and ask him or her, are you really comfortable calling this man your father?
Called by my name.
Exactly. Yeah.
If a 3-year-old, Pax, hi.
Yeah.
Ka respect ako.
Anti kati awo kanyini kajja
kujja. Brother Pax.
Hi bro.
Hi bro.
Umwana agamba hi bro Pax.
And your respect is earned.
What they told you.
Kajusi kagaucho kali katya?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I think you're right.
Nice watermelon. Yeah.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah, it is. So munnange ebintu ebyo kankubula ebitukonfusinga naffe abakyala. Jozayira omwana omuntu n'agenda obeera mu confused life. Obeera n'abaana nga nabo bali confused. So
kati in single parents, like abamu, they take batwala abazadde, they take them to the family court. Police. Would you advise like tata w'abaana okumutwala ku police lwakuba talabirira abaana lwakuba tasasula oba it's best notwala wa maama?
oh God.
Babamu ne babasiba.
Zabina, I have done things.
Then okugenda okulaba nga essente oli agamba I can only afford 5,000 shillings buli week.
I have done things and I regret 1,000 times plus. When my daughter was born, definitely cesarean, I had to foot my bills. This person is not there. The boy is going to school. I'm not working. WBS has closed. Sina chidako. Omwana wali ntandise business net ebugatta omwana yeetaaga okusoma. I get all my money, take my boy to school. Omwana atuuse okusoma mpulira nga binzitoyeeko. That's around time ya COVID. Ebintu byonna bifa. Nengamba naye omanye, let me go to this guy's home. Got my auntie, got my uncle, tugenze kuget yabwe wabo. It was raining, they locked us at the gate. I felt so bad. I cried that day like I've never cried. Because I didn't cry, this guy has walked out. But it hurts. Closing me out with his kids. I said, oh man, let me go to police. My sister used to work in Chira. So he was like police and funny those top guys that looking for him, the RDC, the mayor of Chira, because it's literally almost home. Everyone is doing their best. Then kubanga, they are calling me to different offices with my kids.
Oh.
It was so bad. You're at police where, because bakugamba no muntu avudde mu komera yetaga okunaba eddaga. I felt like I am cursing my kids, taking them there. I always tell my kids I am really sorry. I wish we didn't go this far. Chegamenti, if you accept and live in acceptance kino tekigenda kukola notakola bintu bigenda kwembarassinga. I felt so bad. I wouldn't advise any woman because karma is a bitch. It is going to eventually come back to that person.
What did you say? What
Karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch, honestly. Because nebona kolotya Katonda ono ensozi tezisisinkana naye tujja kwesanga. Abaana bano bagenda kula tebafudde. Time is going to come also okufuna accident. You can get an illness. Anything can happen. Bw'oba okyali mulamu abaana bano oyinza okutuuka ekiseera ng'obeetaaga. How are you going to look at them? Oba singa tuba tutuuse mu kwembarassinga bakusibye onkyayidde ddala bagenda mu court. Nagamba nze nina 50,000 sina kyonoonya. But because you're feeling so njagala mu punishinga njagala bamuteekayokko bamutaddeyo and then what? Amaanyi ago nawulira nenga singa kale nagagenze mu katale n'enkola. Why would I do this?
Why didn't you go to their family members?
Twin and the family chambers. First, we have a law firm in the family. But nobody was even supporting this. But because in the
a family, a police.
God. Because nobody is ever going to help you. Because the police never mufuna satisfaction no jifuna tekigenda kurawe rojja kutuka guy. Why did I waste my energy? Agambe agenda sasula 15. But how much have you put in backtracking omusajja bamulese bamusibye? Omuforcinze atandise okwetamirwa ddala. Why don't you just let it go? And better yourself, work for your children. Because at some point bajja kwesanga. Teri muntu agenda kwekweka wansi wa musana ng'okyali mu nsi muno. Togenda kwekweka wansi wa musana. Yes. Yeah. Nakukyayiramu n'ateekako omwana obusungu omuforcinze mugenze mu kooti omwembarasinze tekikola muleke ensi ejja mudiringa naye. Ensi ediringa n'omuntu oyo.
Olwo kati ate mulimu scenario nga tebagenda wa jjajja waabwe, like on the side of the man. Would you labor so hard no gambo why since nze tabatuteyo nze kamba twale ku sekukulu manyi they always gather there. Let me take my children.
Yeah, if it's in good faith, nebamanyi ekika kyabwe baba naba-acceptinga. It's okay. But still, with your instructions, if you can be there. Ola agamba omukazi alina akajanja alese n'abaana. If they do not accept you, totwale baana. Abaana bajja kukula ekituufu. Abaana bakula neetwala. Yadde kibi nnyo ogenda ku kikango okuze you have no one to relate to. I have these cousins sibamanyi bakulabanga stranger. Tekinyuma naye ensi society awo etufuusiza ebintu bibi.
So omusajja bw'aba agaanye nze neesitule ngende.
You try. You try. Nze abaana bange buli kimu kye tuyiseemu bakimanyi. Buli kimu bakirabye.
Family y'omusajja.
Bokuba acceptinga. Kiba
kivuddemu okubatwalayo nabo ne babalaba lwampaka.
Obatwala ne babalaba n'ovaayo bagamba era eventually batandika okunyumya emboozi nze me when my father had me anzaala nga ali over 19. Of course my mother was really young. Naye aga oli omukazi yajjanga n'aleetanga omwana babyogera n'oba nga toli stranger batandika nebya DNA. It is embarrassing kutandika okutaba ku DNA kugina emyaka okumanya dde oba oli waawano.
Watrendinga kwekyo ne kaakati
abantu banyiiga abasajja. Naye abantu bagamba mazima bino tubibagamba nti twagala oba balabisa. We want you to better your path. Do the right things. Ebintu bino bitagenda babumaganya. Oba okitegeera tetubyogerako tubalabisa oba someone said labono malaya. I laughed and said omanyi. Did you see that comment? No. A man. You didn't see that.
He should have told me and I delete it. There are so many comments.
It is there. Sebetebinuma. Nzojja kumpita malaya naye. I am working hard to raise your children. I am working hard to look after these kids so they do not lack go osudovunanzibabo. Basajja bana mbera nabo mabana but you do not advise them well. Someone is working and saying the truth and then you're you're so bad mouthing them, calling them things, writing comments. It is not right. But webuuze tutuuse ate bamanyi just kulaba clips naye wuliriza emboozi gwetambudde. Yes, wuliriza emboozi gwetambudde weetuusawo, then you can comment. Then muyambeeko basajja bannammwe okubeera better. If you're a better man, you're looking after your family, you're doing the right things, musajja munno mu advising amazima temubalekerera kubanga bongera kuswaza kitonde kisajja.
Conversation was very nice. I love the seriousness of the conversation because you really think deep. But on like a lighter note, in the same book of Irene, if you have a girl, yeah. So she talks about elongation or labia elongation. In your mind, in this day and age, would you talk to her like do you even have to get into that business of moving on with her life, or you talk to her by the way, there's this thing you can choose to do it or not. So what if they ask you, what if she asks you, because they always ask but because at school then I talk to Jerry and about blah 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 entengo kubanga twabitwalaga ku ssomero those days kula ku streets oli agamba bireti. So I'm wondering, you no mwana kibakola nyuma, are you gonna engage her in that conversation, or when she brings it up you can always say no, you know what, oli kula, make your own decision. I don't know what to think.
I'm going to give you you said on a lighter. I'll not give you a lighter note. I'm going to give you this because I'm in the same situation right now.
She's asking you?
No, she's not asking me. But my daughter now has started getting boobs. I was scared. I asked my doctor, is it right? She's just 8. How can she have boobs? Nangamba, yes, because of your fertility, your child is going to be like that. My son has the same. Nti nze kati ndi mu scenario ya I've never been a boy, so I do not know those changes. Who do I revert to? Either my friend, a male, or the doctor himself.
The good thing nowadays they are even doctors.
Exactly. Kati waliwo ebintu byabatuuka ne mu class bye basoma. She hasn't. Naye wano we tuli nti now the boy ali mu P5. Batandika okusoma reproductive system or these things are now going to start happening. They're going to actually come. I am really scared. When I read about that, when I heard about it, someone is going to talk to them and tell them, abuuza bituyamba ki fedde batugambanga n'obuuza bituyamba ki nga bakuba oluyi kubanga n'abaana b'ennaku zino bali very inquisitive. What is this going to help me with? Natunudde ne ngamba at that age omwana wange naye kitegeeza anaatera 10 anaaba anaatera. The things I will not do to my kids when the time is right. What time is right? Ngaafuukidde ddala teenager, maybe like 18. 18, that is the age is nsuubira nti kati omwana maybe they want to date, maybe there's it is too young. You cannot
but you know, like when you grow older, okola ekintu ekyo sagala kyogera.
Yes.
It delays.
It delays your
no like doing it when you're 18, it's better when you're young. That's what they say. That
I wouldn't do it to my child. Kubanga tuyise mu mbeera zino twasomedda physics n'olaba ebintu byasomanga byakuyamba bituyambye eki. Why would I put my child there?
Because yes, I
don't know. Maybe I had it at school. Maybe this case that is when we'll sit down and discuss it.
Because at universities they always do. At least at Nkumba University they did.
Exactly. Kati now all the time ya menstruation egenda kutandika. That I am very ready think now. Okay, now when this happens, this is when we're going to sit down and discuss about. When it happens, that is when we should discuss about it, but not because the society is saying this. But when because tetuddamu kwata script. Ebitino bichusa abaana b'ennaku zino bakula mangu obwongo buli very sharp. When you start touching them there, then they start having those. What are you insinuating? What are you putting in this child's brain?
Okay, so what if she asks you what
well,
and because she has to ask you very soon, meanwhile, because me I knew about them and they were primary. So what will you say?
That is when we'll sit down and talk about it. Mugamba all the advantages and the disadvantages of those things.
What are the advantages?
The advantages of them, they said a woman is nice. Simanya woman, you're pleasing your husband. But the disadvantages, I am here raising you alone. tekirina kyekigattako tekirina kye nafuna. There's no man that's going to come from heaven and fall because I did these things. There are so many women that are very happy, comfortably married, men giving them everything. I don't have those things, so it's not a guarantee because if I don't have them, no. Abana tutuddamu batiisatiisa. Batutiisanga nnyo omusolo going to put you small mustensani, they put small there, millet and the chicken. You know that? Nyinza okuba omuntu wali wesanga ng'abigamba omwana wange.
My ex-boyfriend yangamba, you'll thank me later. Nangamba otherwise tugenda kuleta wano enkoko.
Ndowooza owulira.
Nangamba nti it's best njagala omuntu addako akusange amanye nti boyfriend at least ko nange obeere ng'olina kyewanjigirako. Like
that is manipulating somebody really.
But I think it was good. Omulala asirika n'agenda. But this one opened up. Nagamba, you know what? Nze nva mu tribe bwete, you need to do this. My first boyfriend, Nagamba, didn't your parents tell you
Did you ever find somebody else, Nagamba? Why did you even do these things?
No. What are you even talking about? Nabanga abanyambula.
Si kwambula, but we're having the right conversation. Abantu bagala nnyo okwekweka. I always tell people, temwagala gamba baana bammwe bintu ebimu. Bw'aba atuuse n'akubuuza ekintu.
Yes.
Have a keen eye ku mwana wo, just to get what changes. I even had when a child loses their virginity, you as a parent, you feel it. But you can feel, maybe when your child passes on, also that pain like cramps and everything, bazadde baffe, abakulu baba feelidwa bagamba, like our judges.
That depends on the bond. Jolina, if it's a close bond between the two of you, it can happen. That's what I'm thinking. Because I remember when I was going through a challenge and my mom was in the US. Aside said it's 3 a.m. in the night. Yankubira esimu like namanyand. Kadnemugama, no, I'm fine. Nagama, are you sure? So we ambuzo goksa nakaba buka.
Exactly.
So, but it depends on the bond between the two of you.
Yes.
Webanga it is strong. They can always get to know that you're not
ne bond
you're
ekyo
not
ne kano ka close eye kano nti omwana wange leero atambula atya omwana wange you can tell atanaana kugamba kintu
abakyala babeera bali busy
tunoonya ssente otandise naye tunoonya ssente ng'ensi bwe tuttira abaana noonya ssente naye funa n'obudde obulaba abaana bano. Yes,
sure. It's very true. Kituufu something else kyembadde njagala n'okubuuza. Waliwo kyoyogedde ne njagala nkikubuuze nkyera.
Bibeera bingi ebyaffe tebiggwaayo naye nga honestly speaking kino ekyokuba nti abantu bagamba nti abazadde okusosola abaana ekintu ekyo si kirungi ate it's really happening in so many families era musanga nga abantu bangi baawukanye ng'omwana yave wakati ayagala nakuddawo because of how you raise those children. Engeri gye wafunamu bano ba favorite n'abatali ba favorite abadde ba planning okikola baba bakikoze. It is not right.
The thing about choosing a school for a child is single and also a mixed school. Which one do you think is better?
For a single and
mixed and a mixed.
Why do we even still have single schools in Uganda? Why do we still have those single schools in Uganda? Umuntu waba agenda kusoma oba father agende musomera asoma oba father. Baba agenda kubeera munani agende there. Naye having because batugana ebisiyagala bagamba it is not accepted here in Uganda. Abaana mbaleke ba mingling because baba abantu bwe twagenda nko kusomero nga baleeta abaana ba single sex school naye baba balina amaddu bali excited they're seeing boys like abaana mubaleke ba mingling na different sex. Yes. Different genders baleme kubanga batuuka eno wabweru ali excited abaana batomera
ne ku social oba outing ezo parties ng'ogenda okulaba bambi ng'omulenzi azina squeeze
webale
kananga ho
bicabuka naye bw'aba badde aba it's normal becoming a normal.
So a mixed school yesinga.
Mixed school is better because there's a lot to talk about, there's lots of things to relate to that.
And how about
even in the society we are living in tukola na only tulina office z'abakyala bokka ne office z'abasajja bokka ekyaliyo kirabyeyo. So why not the single schools man lwaki zikyaliyo
he may Bale Francis ayina kye yangamba mukama amusaasire ebyamusobako. May he rest in peace. But he said something about omwana bw'aba ayina ky'ayogedde w'otandika, that is where the conversation starts. Bw'akubuuza what is kissing nga waba yakuwadde naye si gwe kuteeka wali kugamba nti nno munnange kino kigenda kubeera
what time wentuuka ne ngamba abaana, especially now that you have a house help, no later house help, no mugamba, if this person never touches you here, let me know, because there are dangers. Oh yes, there is this and that. Ne mugamba nti, if someone ever does this to you, there is what they call HIV. When people have HIV, it is on phone. Do you want to look like this? If you keep quiet and something like this happens to you, you're going to die like this. And even omutiisa n'omunnyonnyola waliwo ebyo ebibeera light by'olina okuba ng'ogamba omwana. Make them your friends, so that in case of anything, omwana yajja kusobola okurelayinga with you.
Now the challenge is abaana batandisa ogamba, I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend.
At school. Babi bagamba nnyo, this is your boyfriend, this is your girlfriend. Era ndabuuza muwala wange, me I have 2 boyfriends. I said, are they like, it was a shock. I have girlfriends, I have boyfriends. But those are just your friends. Don't put boyfriend, don't put say girlfriend. I have friends. Just like you will see me with my friends. But don't put that boy, because this means someone that is so deep in you. Are they so close to you? No. So now they know the difference.
Naye when my kids never mu nursery akugamba I have my boyfriend, your conversation leero banaye bamaras muli kuyoleka
kugambye yoleka yennyini eri mu nsi muno mulimu sitaani mu nsi. Omwana omusanga nga ali mu secondary school nga wakoma we waka naga I'm going to go out with my friends. Naye nze nasangako my teenager, I've been having my friends' kids at my home. She was in Dubai working. A teenager. Nemulekere esimu to chat with her friends. The messages I saw nagwawe ekigo. Abaana bamanye ebintu. Omwana omusindika agenda kusobola naye nga ate naye ayina kyali mu kukola. Waliwo ebintu bali perfecting okusinga ffe. Ngagamba for you, you can see this person. You don't have to be dry. You can buy this. Abaana bamanye ne mukwana abaana bamanye ebintu. So
naye kati ennaku nti we wali ne exposure ya social media.
Exactly.
Eyo yennyini ebasomesa, so nga ndowooza oli abeera alina
kusomesa omwana bajja okubuuza ebintu ebyo, just abayisaako ka ne mama ng'oba agenda kunnimba. Yeah, they're just looking for a confidence, somebody to actually relate and talk to these things.
That's sex talk, it has to come up now, no matter force that you do that.
Not now. Not now. She's just 8. At 18 years, we'll have that.
But even in such having that those things before 18.
Yes, I know. 14 years, abana bazala abana. 13 years, they do. But just like I'm saying, if the more closeness I have for my kids, with that I can always tell when, because now I told you about the breast thing coming. That scared me. So the next thing I am waiting for are menstruals. Exactly now. Exactly. But James, all those things are going to come. So when that time comes, that is when you should always talk to those kids about those things.
Let's go to the single mothers that keep saying on social media, Christian dimension, what is your thoughts? Like the last words, do they keep quiet, let other people live their lives and make mistakes? I don't know.
Abasajja tugenda kubakoowa because ekitonde ekisajja kirina okubeerawo mu nsi. Abasajja bano oluusi bwe twogererako obubi, si bonna tugenda bajudginga. Let's not judge people in the same way. Let us crucify gwe baleese ne bagamba nti ono yakoze kino gwe tujja okukuba, naye not everybody is that bad. So ideally me I always tell people, let's take each day as it comes. Love these people, understand them, but abasajja bennyini bebagenda n'okuwa tactic okutegeera abasajja abalala. Because men tell you, the man will always tell you what he wants you to know. Naye ffe n'oga ngenda kulemezaamu omusajja, naye omubuuza n'omugamba naye manyi, I'm talking to this guy, he's saying this. Omusajja yagenda okunnyonnyola, set a thief to catch a thief. Okitegeera? So, single parents, if you've had an issue with this person, si bonna. Tokiteeka ku bonna. Temukuba nnyo basajja kubatuusa awo. Mubaagale mubeere nabo. Let's mingle with them. Hey, there are some very good men. Very good. Men are very good people. Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you so much.
It was such a very good talk.